Welcome back to MJ's English tutorial. In my previous video, we began with the literature series. In that we have seen that what literature is, the forms of literature and the genres of literature. If I expand more views on literature, then literature is the only thing which moves us from within. Literature is the only thing which makes us go gaga. Literature is the only thing which makes us dance, which makes us laugh, which makes us cry. And literature is the only thing which moves us from within, which is the only thing we connect ourselves. So that is literature. Then if I talk about past, as I said in my previous video, the literature they were using was oral literature. But now we have in written form. Literature they were using was an ancient one. And now we have everything. We have printing presses. So that is why we are using that. And that is why we are having literature in written form. So in this video, I am going to begin with the history of English literature, which means the ages and the periods of English literature. That is what I am going to describe in a very brief line. So after watching this video, if you like this, then only share it and subscribe it. Okay, now history of English literature, that how it began, from which century it was there among us, because it was there only to some people in past, but from this times one, every common individual, every general individual has started being using it. So now first of all we have here is Old English period, which is also known as Anglo-Saxon period, which began from 450 and ended in 1066, that is 1066. So that was Old English period. And then we have Middle English period, that is called an Anglo-Norman period, and that was from 1066 to 1500. And then we have the Renaissance, the Reform or Revival, or the New Beginning, we can say in a simple language. That is also known as Early Modern Period, and that began from 1500 and ended in 1660. And then we have our favorite one, Elizabethan Age, which began from 1558 to 1603. If I tell you the story of Elizabeth, then she was a stepdaughter. When she was on her throne, what happened? Nobody was accepting her. Nobody was ready to believe that she is the queen. But then something happened, a kind of miracle, that everybody started accepting her as a queen. That I will tell you in my special video of Elizabethan Age. Now, after Elizabethan Age, we have the Jacobean period, which is from 1603 to 1625. Then we have Caroline Age, that is from 1625 to 1649. Then we have Commonwealth period from 1649 to 1660. So these four things, Elizabethan Age, Jacobean Age, Caroline Age and Commonwealth period, that is included in the Renaissance, that is also called as Early Modern Period. Then we have the Neoclassical period, which began from 1660 and ended in 1785. In that we have the Puritan Age and the Restoration Age, that is from 1660 to 1700. Restoration, what does it mean? To restore something. As in the past we have Puritan Age, everything was pure. But during the time of Restoration, everything was restored. The purity was removed, the pureness was removed, and then something was restored, and that was monarchy. Then we have Augustine Age, which is also known as the Age of Pope, that began from 1700 and ended in 1745. And then we have the Age of Sensibility, which is also known as the Age of Johnson, that began from 1745 and ended 1785. So these are the ages that we have in English literature. Now let's see the another one. Let's move to another form. So after the Age of Sensibility, we have the Romantic period, our favorite one, which leads us to the nature, which keeps us imagining that we are there. So the Romantic period, which began from 1785 and till 1830, it was there. Then we have the Victorian period, the longest one, in which the Queen Victoria was ruling, and that began from 1832 to 1901. In Victorian period, we have the Pre-Raphaelites, the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, that from 1848 till 1860. And in Victorian period, we also have aestheticism and decadence, that is from 1880 to 1901. Then we have the Edwardian period, that is from 1901 till 1914. Then we have the Georgian period from 1910 to 1936. Then we have the modern period from 1914 till the present time. And in modern period we have postmodernism, that is from 1945 and which will continue till the new era. So these are the ages and the periods of English literature, began from Old English till postmodernism. That is the year span or the age span of literature, that it began from 450 till today, and most probably in future we will have the new literature. So that is the history of literature in brief. So once again, if you like this video, then make sure to like, share and subscribe it. Thank you so much. Thank you.